What have we done this weekend? We went to the thrift store, we went to Loft shopping, we had dinner at a great Italian place in Opelika, we cleaned the apartment and washed clothes, and now we're having brunch at the house, which is just delicious. I had a 3-egg omelet and Mallory had shrimp and grits. And we're having a wonderful time. Okay, say what year you graduated.
1977.
What was your favorite thing about Auburn?
Oh my gosh. The parties, Santa Flush, or Santa Freeze, Tumors Corner, and football.
Back in 1976-77, when I attended Auburn, this is the Haley Center wall, and we would come out here and sit and talk, and mainly though the guys would sit on the wall to watch the girls go by. Okay, I'm sitting under the Auburn Creek, and a funny story about not the Auburn Creek, but the War Eagle song. I was dared by a friend of mine to try out for War Eagle Girl. When I got in on the interviews, they asked me if I knew the alma mater or the War Eagle. I can't remember which one. Of course, I didn't know the words to it, so I embarrassed myself, and I didn't get War Eagle Girl. I knew I wouldn't anyway on that, so that was fine. It was just a dare. That's it. Okay.
Alright, so now we're sitting in front of the Jordan Hare Stadium, and back in 76 and 77, I was in all of the games, and usually, of course, I would have a date, and the date, though, would ask me to put the liquor bottle in the bottom of my purse, and we would go through the gate, they would check our purses, while I would put other things on top of it that would embarrass the person at the gate so they wouldn't dig into my purse. So I was always successful and never got caught.
What did you use that was so embarrassing?
Sanitary products. You know, they always work. It was never a problem. And that could possibly be the reason I had a lot of dates I'm so successful at that. That's it.
Okay, we were still sitting outside of the stadium. It's a nice, cool October day, and Mallory has asked me to share a story about a date in 1976-77 when I was in school here. And there was one particular guy that I dated quite a bit. I really liked him a lot. He was a great guy and very successful now, and he got drunk a lot, and so but I was a designated driver for him when we would go to parties and stuff. And so I dropped him off one night at his fraternity house, and I took his car home with me and kept it all the next day. I think we had some kind of fundraiser we had to help with, so I had like Shipley donuts on the back seat, and they kind of leaked on his back seat and stuff. But he called later in the day, and I had to return his car. Okay, so Janice and I both took business classes. We majored in business administration, and since Janice and I were twins, guys would walk up to Janice and ask her out. Of course, she was dating Linton at the time, but she said, well, no, I can't go out with you. I'm dating someone, but I do have a twin sister. Would you like to go out with her? So she would bring the guys up to me, and we'd get a date. That's it.
Well, what happened first? So they haven't lived here long, but they moved in, I guess, at the beginning of this year, because my place has always been really quiet and I like it that way. And the people next door to me are really nice, and I never hear them. But the people one door down, it's crazy. They'll be very, very quiet and I never hear them, but then on Tuesday nights or Thursday nights, they'll invite a bunch of their friends over and stand outside drinking and smoking, which is fine. But one night, they got into a big fight, and I was trying to sleep, and sleep does not come that easily to me lately, so I was a little bit upset, because the sound carries down the hallway until it sounds like they're standing in my hallway, inside. And so, first I heard one girl, I think a guy called her fat, and so she yelled at him for a while, but she didn't leave, and I don't know why. I would have left. And so they were all talking and arguing outside, but that was a while ago. But then a few weeks ago, it's not even that late, and this guy is outside hammered, and he's singing these country songs like Check Yes or No. And then there was another one. It wasn't Achy Breaky Heart, but it was like old country songs. And at first I was just like, well, that's funny. You know, kind of listening for a while, but then it became obvious that he was very drunk and didn't really know what he was doing because he kept switching songs. And so finally I was like, well, you know, I won't be mean, but I'll just crack open the door and be like, hey, you know, what's a nice thing that I can say to kind of get them to know that everybody can hear him? So I cracked open the door and I was like, it's not that I'm not loving this, you know, concert. No, I said, it's not that I don't enjoy the singing, but could you... And I kind of did my hand like that because I didn't want to ask him to stop. But I think he was too drunk to understand me. And so instead he yelled really loud, hey baby, come on out and sing with me. And so I said, no. I shut the door and locked it. Because I was in my pajamas and it was after midnight and I was not going to go out and sing with the drunken man. And there was a girl sitting out there smoking, so he kept singing for a few minutes, but I think she got him to stop and go inside. So, victory for me at least, but I did not appreciate being called baby by that drunken country song singing person. But it was fine. They haven't done it again, so that's nice. But every time I walk past, they've got this big pile of cigarette butts sitting on the windowsill. Which also is fine, I don't judge, but still. So those people live there now. I like the other people better. Okay, I'm done. Poodle. Poodle. Oh, Poodle, you were just looking here. Poodle and I are here sitting in the car waiting for Jamie while she runs into the store. We're having lots of fun. We've read a Halloween story, Corduroy's Halloween, and now we are discussing important things like what's that person over there doing outside the window? Poodle is very fascinated. And I see Jamie coming. And Poodle. Poodle. Oh, Poodle, say something to the camera. Say something.